So I was going to do a video on what I believe the next balance patch needed most since the new Obito DLC is around the corner, but I realized that I'm at the point where I don't care about the other types, just nerf them all. Yes, you two heal types. Try to pretend like you guys are still in poverty with us. Nah, how you guys gonna get a double DLC season and a season pass secret technique and act like you guys are struggling? No. This video is all about how to fix the problems with range type, and trust me, the issue is much more than buff a jutsu here and there. But I won't get into that here though, because this video will turn into a stream. So for now, let me talk about the ninjutsu and secret techniques and how I would adjust them. But quick disclaimer, my range bias is gonna show heavy in these suggestions, but I don't care. I'm about to go in. Alright, let's get into it. So I'm going to be talking about 24 ninjutsu in total, 14 regular jutsu and 10 secret techniques, cause yeah, that's how down horrendous we are. So let me start with base Sasuke's moveset since its entire loadout needs buffing. First, Chidori is an all-around weaker version of Raikiri because it has 2 more seconds on cooltime and no super armor. With a regular 2 on power, there are more safe options to get the same damage from a distance for a squishy range type. Additionally, there are better ninjutsu such as Angelic Advent, Kamui Bond, or Hiding Ash if you're going for mobility. So my buff would be to make Chidori a restriction move, putting the enemy in a similar animation as Lightning Net. This would make Chidori a dangerous combo starter, increasing range type's damage potential like crazy. For Fireball, it's very simple, make Fireball our guard break. Lastly, Kirin should hit enemies in Subterranean Voyage and Hiding in Ash. Moving on to Sai, like Sasuke, his whole moveset is in the mud. Lions and birds should do more damage when summoned from the ground, since the animation is longer. As for Ink Gods, it should have like Flying Raijin level 3 type tracking and make it the fastest charging secret technique in the game. Itachi has 2 changes. Phoenix Flame Scarlet Claw has a similar slower cast time to the Ink moves when used on the ground, so increase the cast speed in the air and the ninjutsu damage on the ground. Totsuka Blade, the second attack, should one-shot. Next is Deidara. The twin birds should have a faster cast time in the air and faster travel speed, but lose some tracking. As for C2 Dragon, it should allow to be activated in the air. And lastly, for C4 Karuta, I have 2 major suggestions. Either make it a 3 on charge speed, or give it a lingering effect for 3 seconds that will KO enemies if they enter that area after the initial explosion. For Konan, make Shikigami Dance Shield a true counter move, giving it a much faster activation speed. Before moving on to the DLC, the base game techniques that need adjusting are Giant Flame Bomb, which should not be subbable like Massive Rasengan. Lightning Net should lock subs while restrained, and Susanoo Flame Arrow needs a few changes. First, increase the size of the technique and allow allies to enter inside of it. Also, make it so that enemies are pushed outside of that area. Next, decrease the charge time. Lastly, make it replenish ninjutsu and substitution when activated. For Season 1 of DLC, Orochimaru needs help badly. Grace Breach needs to be an unblockable attack, or a guard break at the very least, and Shadow Snake should cut off healing and buff altogether like Wind Sight. Additionally, reduce the recovery frames on both of these moves after using them. Next, allow Water Dragon to go through shields like Water Pillar, and Tandem Paper Bomb could use a debuff of some kind. Maybe the surviving enemies have their attack lowered or their healing reduced. And lastly, Heaven's Conceal needs help. It makes no sense that a 1000 armed cannon can be activated in the air and is faster while Heaven's Conceal struggles. So I would make the activation completely invincible and sentence Edo Madara, add a regenerating property to it, so health regeneration. In Season 2, Icicle Swallow needs evasion frames on the startup, making it a better counter tool. And for Crystal Ice Mirrors, lock the enemy in place better, making it harder for the enemies to get knocked out of the attack. Heavenly Hand Power is next, and it should absolutely remove enemy status buffs, including Sharingan. For Flame Lightning, give it also the ability to remove Sharingan and have it be able to cancel by pressing R2 so that you can escape the recovery frames or use it for other setups. My last changes will come with the Nagoto DLC. First, Shurato needs some help. I suggest making the Rainfall completely unblockable, making it a better space controller. Additionally, while Shurato is active, give the player increased healing, so if your ally throws a heal on you, it does a lot more. And for my last change, make the Ghetto statue completely invincible as well during the entire animation, including the recovery animation. With all that being said, I definitely could have went even more crazy with the buffs, but I'll leave it like that for now. Hopefully a lot of you guys share the similar opinion on these changes, and if enough of us talk about them, perhaps a developer or two will catch wind of it and make the necessary fixes. With that being said though, leave your thoughts down in the comment section below on what you think needs to be changed most for these upcoming balance patches. Not just for range type, but as a whole. What do you think needs changed the most, and why is it Sharingan, Claws, and Obito Guruma? I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.